the bank asked us to get together and do a video in honor of our 20 years of being in business. We are part of the original 13 that opened the bank. Rick and Dale and Paul did another video that everyone may have already seen. They asked us to talk about the early days when our hair was brown and we didn't need glasses and all that good stuff. So we've been in business 20 years and we're thankful and grateful to have had that opportunity. Commitment is a key word for us. We've been committed to First Reliance since day one, and that's why we were asked to do this video.
I worked in daycare.
Girl.
So I took care of children then too.
Sure. What'd you do?
I worked on the farm, and then I worked as a dental technician, manufacturing dentures and partials. Then I got a job in the finance company, which led to banking.
How about you?
Ooh, I was the lead cashier at Piggly Wiggly. And then I went to Rite Aid Pharmacy. And then I went into banking at NCNB, and that's where it all started.
I sold shoes. I got y'all all beat.
No.
Did any of you think you'd become a banker?
Never.
I went to school for accounting because my parents made me go to school.
I went to work at the bank just because my best friend got a job at the bank, and I needed to do something different other than work every weekend. Because, you know, a girl needs her weekends off.
That's right.
That's one of the reasons I went into banking, because I knew they weren't open on weekends.
9 to 5, that's right.
I actually met Rick Saunders on a hunt trip early one morning before daylight and rode back to Florence with him, and he asked me what you do for a living. I said, work at the finance company. He said, well, we need someone at our bank, and that was back when it was the previous bank, and I sent in a resume, and 6 months later I got hired, and we've been together ever since.
So what were you doing then?
Working at a finance company.
No, what did you do the first time?
Collecting.
Oh, that's right. You were Reuben Hewitt, the snatchback man.
Yeah, I was the repo man at first.
There you go.
A teller?
On a drive-through, and it was so old you had to reel this big old cart in every day and plug it in the back and wheel it in. It weighed about 400 pounds.
I was also a teller.
Mine started with the dialing and the bringing the handle down, and then like 6 weeks after I started, they moved to real
To computers?
No, not even computers. It was just a real cash register looking thing.
So you had to like stamp it like that?
Oh yeah, my first few weeks at the bank.
You are old, girl.
In the finance company, we had ledger cards where we wrote everything down when they paid, balance due, and ran it through a teletype machine that calculated the accrued interest. Way back.
We're all telling our age.
And we shared 2 computers, and now everybody gets upset if they don't have a computer, if their computer is not up and running.
Now they want 2 screens. And
That's right.
Oh, we've all grown.
Good old days. I think whenever we converted the women's restroom into an office for our mortgage originator to work out of, that was back when the show Ally McBeal was on TV, and having a unisex bathroom was a cool thing to do. We needed the space. We removed the toilet, put an office chair in, and we started making loans in the restroom.
And the funniest part was 21 people using one restroom.
Yeah.
Or not.
That's right.
So what's yours, Tiffany?
I think a lot of my good memories were just the events that we had in the trailer for the original customers, or the ones that came originally, and we had hot dogs under the tent. It was relaxed, and it was just a good time. A lot of the events that we throw for the customers, we get to see them all at one time, and that's a really good memory for me.
It's pretty neat. You remember when we did the benefit for the investors and we bought shrimp and they were rotten when we got back to the bank?
That was not good.
That was not a good memory.
Not at all.
That's a memory.
I do remember when we had the groundbreaking, and our motto back then was cheap but not tacky.
That
We had
is.
a very strict budget. And instead of buying the fancy golden shovels, we went to Big Lots and bought 6 or 7 shovels, and we took
Spray paint.
gold spray paint and painted the shovels gold for the groundbreaking.
I think mine was the year that my children were young and I wanted them to have baby chicks and ducks. And so it was the Friday before Easter and Rick was gone, and we decided, a bunch of us, to go to Miss Ruby's and buy baby chicks and ducks, and we put them in the back room. You remember, and every time you'd answer the telephone, the baby chicks and ducks were chirping and peeping and carrying on. And we were all scared that Rick was going to call in and find out we had live animals in the back room. That was a great memory.
I like when we had the kids club and we had the event at the park, and all the kids came and we had the digging for gold in the swimming pool, and one of the children didn't like to get dirty. So she put her hands down in the thing. She goes up screaming. She wouldn't get any money because she was screaming because she didn't want any dirt on her hands, and that stands out.
I remember when we moved to the big building, I had that little child and she wanted to go upstairs, and I took her upstairs and the elevator got stuck.
Yeah.
And I remember calling on the telephone saying, Sally, we're stuck upstairs in the elevator. Could you call the fireman? And she started crying, and her daddy told me years later that they'd stayed at the Contemporary at Disney World, and she wouldn't even ride an escalator or an elevator. They had to walk the steps all the way to their room every time. So that was probably a positive and a negative. So
That's right.
One of my best customer memories from when I first became a lender for our bank, had a lady come in who was really suffering from a lot of debt and asked me to do a second mortgage on her home so she could pay off all of her credit cards. So I was able to put it together, took a little bit of creative finances, as we call it. And Christmas time came around, I got a Christmas card from her, and she had taken all the credit cards and cut them up in little circles and made a big smiley face out of the plastic credit card pieces and mailed it to me and said, Merry Christmas, you're Santa Claus to me and my family. And I think that was one of my very best memories.
Something that sets our bank apart, a lot of things set our bank apart, but one of and you will hear people talk about the people that work at a certain institution or a certain company, but it's what the people at the company actually do. And we go a step beyond, we take a step ahead, we try to anticipate everybody's needs and wants before they even ask. We're in their personal lives a lot of times because they've been with us for so long. So they are more than just our customers. They're actually, we enjoy them coming in. We get asked about their life, their family, and they feel connected to us in more than just a business environment. They feel like they're our family. And it is maybe cliche, but it's the truth that we are a family, and the customers that we have are our family because they just share that same.
I agree.
We truly live our values. It's not just words on a piece of paper. We truly live that. And our customers see that every day. I mean, we know what's going on with the customer. We know when they have a situation going on that we need to help with, we do everything that we can to help. So that's got a lot. That says a lot.
Yeah, relationship banking is key. We don't have customers, we have friends. We have their family, their coworkers. They can contact us anytime, day or night, on the weekends, just to get a simple question answered that can relieve a lot of stress in their life. And I think in the banking world, when modern technology has made us all equal as far as the bells and whistles that we have to offer, it's that personal customer service that we provide, that willingness, like Tiffany said, to go above and beyond. It just comes natural to our associates to do that. And it, again, not to sound too cliche, it's all about the golden rule. Treat people the way you want to be treated, do unto others as you want to do unto you. And I've always found out if you do right by people, they'll send you more and more business. You'll get as much as you can handle. And that's why I say we've been blessed. We work hard, and our customers bless us every day.